Hey everyone, Palani right here with landforpayments.com, and this property I'm particularly excited to show you. In all of my land purchases that I've ever done, I've never actually stepped foot on one of the properties. But this one, since it was so close, not so close, about 2.5 hours away or so from Las Vegas, I actually drove to, and a majority of these pictures that I'm about to show you, I took personally. I was also able to drive around town and get kind of the lay of the land, and I'm really excited about this property because some of the attributes that I'm about to show you are just, in my opinion, unbelievable. So, like in all my posts, when you come to landforpayments.com, you can scroll down here. It tells you a little bit about Meadview itself. You'll get more of the details like the acreage, the APN, the state, the county, the address, power sector, sewer rows, HOA, GPS coordinates, and highlights. Now, this property I'm selling for $5,000. If you want to do owner financing, I do offer that, but just contact me for those prices and the payments, the payment schedule. Now, the picture I'm about to show you, like I said, a majority of these pictures I took myself, and unfortunately, I apologize in advance that these pictures are in no particular order. I'm not sure why that is. I thought I uploaded it to my website in a certain order, but apparently I did not. So this picture I took, this is on the side of the South Cove. This is a little fishing spot that I saw a couple guys fishing at. If you ever come down here, even if you don't buy this property, but you just want to kind of check it out, I highly suggest go to the right-hand side. This little pond area looked just amazing, like a little oasis. Now, scrolling out, wildlife in the area. When I was driving up the 93, I believe 93 or 95, um, and I made a left onto the road to come up to Meadview, you saw a bunch of cow crossing signs that were in the road. Well, I didn't really believe it. I didn't really pay attention to it. But as we were driving up, there was like 4 or 5 cars stuck in front of me, and they were just kind of waiting. I didn't know why we had a traffic jam in such a desolated area. And sure enough, we had a bunch of cows that were crossing the road. I thought that was pretty neat. I think that's always a good sign when you buy a property, at least I think. Scrolling down, this is the view of the property. Now, right now with this picture, I'm on a county maintained road right over here. This is the view that you have of the mountains. This view is just, it's pretty amazing. Now, right over here, as you can see, you have power. Power's in the area. That's one power pole. I believe one's over here. And I believe there's a couple power poles that are on the county maintained road. Now, this is what the property looks like. Don't get discouraged by this. 1 or 2 days with a bobcat and maybe like a backhoe or something like that, you can clear out a really big area for whatever you want to put on that property. Let's go into the next one. Now, this is where we were at. This is where I was just taking that picture at. This is where the property lies. These are your neighbors. Right here is a hillside. If you're ever in Meadview, it's just a bunch of like rolling hills. This property happens to sit on top of one of those rolling hills. So not only do you have the views of the mountain right here, but I apologize, I didn't take one of those pictures, but all over here you have the view of kind of like looking down on Meadview. I thought it was kind of cool. But these are your neighbors right here. And I think I have, yeah, those are your neighbors. So as you can kind of see in the background, you have like views of Meadview, of kind of like looking down on Meadview, and then looking behind you, you can look at the mountains as well. Nothing special. They got a house and a trailer, but those are your neighbors. Scrolling out. Now, this is one of the biggest attributes to this property. You're about 25 minutes away from South Cove. South Cove is a boat rent, and you can launch your boat, your jet skis, or whatever you have at South Cove. Um, Driving up this road right here, when I took, I believe it was this turn, or maybe this turn, I looked to my left, and it was just, you just saw the beautiful Colorado River. Pictures just don't do it justice. I wish I could show you more. I just, I was driving. I mean, I'm not going to take pictures while I'm driving anyway. All right, scrolling up. Here's another one. So there's another random picture. This is the Meadview Civic Center. With this property, you do have to pay HOA dues of $40 a year. With that, you get access to the Meadview Civic Center. Right here is the Meadview Civic Center. They have a pool. I believe they have like a town hall, so you can like, I don't know, host some meetings, or if you wanted to host a wedding or a birthday party, I think you could do it in here. As you can see, they have a basketball court and a tennis court. Right here on this other side, they have a motel. So let's say that you were fixing up your property and you couldn't actually live there at the time that you're fixing up. You're doing it in stages. You could stay at the motel. Or let's say that you have some in-laws that are visiting you and you don't want them to stay with you. You could have them stay at the motel. All right, so let's go to another one. This is another little cool picture. As you saw, let me kind of scroll back. The Grand Canyon Skywalk. I believe you have to go back and then trail all the way over there. If I go back to this picture, that is the Grand Canyon Skywalk. It's about 50 minutes away from the property. And this is a big tourist destination so that people can walk on this skywalk and see the Grand Canyon. So you're about 50 minutes away from the Grand Canyon. All right. Scrolling down to the next picture. This is the boat ramp at South Cove. Now, just to give you a little pre-frame, I don't want to say that it's always like this. The day that I took this picture was a Wednesday. It wasn't a weekend, so it may get busier on the weekends. I just don't know. But this day was a weekend, or a weekday, sorry. And it was about 100 degrees. It was hot. But down over here was about 3 or 4 cars. So that kind of tells you, even during the hot days, nobody's really accessing this property. So this, I think this is just a hidden gem that's just fantastic to the property. Scrolling down, oh, there's another one. So as you can see right here, this is BLM, Bureau of Land Management, that butts up to the property. So you shouldn't have any obstructed views of those mountains that I was showing you. This is one of those rolling hills. This is a hillside right here. You can look down on all of your properties, or on all of the Meadview right over here. And then this is your neighbors right around there. Okay. Next one. Here's another. I don't know why these pictures were all over the place. Anyway, this is a picture of Colorado River. This is the boat ramp, I believe, is right here. These are the bathrooms. Now, this is one of those trailer parks. I actually talked to one of those people over there, and they were saying that they launched their boat over here. They camp out in their RV that they have, and they use these bathrooms, and they've been doing it for years. So that's another big one. They have tons of parking. This is one of the areas of parking. This is the overflow, and I'm on the 3rd tier, so there's tons of parking. So even if they do get busy, I don't think you'll have a hard time finding parking for this place. All right. And the next one, I believe this is the county-maintained road. As you can see, there is power in the area. I believe it's right on the street. But this is what the road looks like. I believe the property is right here. Okay, that's that. Now let's go to the Google Maps. This is where the property lies. I'm going to focus in. Sorry. I have a light right in my eyes. This is where the town is at, like the gas station. There's a restaurant there. The Meadview Civic Center is there, and let me see. So Sandy Point is right there. If you just keep on going all the way down to there, it's just a straight shot right to the gas station. That's where you get all your supplies and stuff like that. Scrolling out, let's just go to see, it's only 24 minutes. All you're going to go is go on to, what is that road called again? Let's take this way. Focus in. Yeah, Pierce Ferry Road. That's the road. So right off of the 93, 95, you're going to go right up Pierce Ferry Road, and you're going to run right into Meadview. Anyway, guys, that's all I got. Thank you for watching this long video. But also, the other thing I want to mention is that if you like this video, give me a like. If you didn't like it, I deserve it. Give me a dislike as well. Subscribe to the channel so that way every property that I upload to YouTube, you folks can be notified. On top of which, guys, I'm trying to be everywhere. I'm on TikTok, believe it or not, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, all over the place. And if you see me there, give me a like. That way, every time that I have property or some information that I think would be helpful to you folks when investing in property, you would get notified. Guys, that's all I got. Thank you so much. This is the property, Sandy Point, minutes away from Lake Mead. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Aloha.